Hello and welcome to Hands-Free Trader's Linear Regression channel tutorial. In order to use the indicator, once it's installed, we want to have the chart selected and click on the Indicators button. Another option is you can right-click on the chart and select Indicators from here. That'll open up a new window, and from there we want to go down to HFT Regression channel. You can just double-click on that. And now we have a list of options. The first one is whether or not you want to draw the middle, the center line. We're going to just leave that on true for this. And the next is the period. This is going to be how many bars do you want to be used in calculating the regression channel. This chart's kind of a little big, so I'm going to change that to 100. Use alert. This will signal, it will play an audio signal if the price ever trades above or below the upper bands. Some traders like to use this so they don't have to be looking at the charts, and they can just hear when price is making a move in a direction that they may want to take a trade setup. And then the fourth option is going to be the width of the channel. The default setting is 1, and when you have this set at the 1, it's going to put the upper band at the highest point and the lower band at the lowest point. And I'll show you a couple examples of that real soon. Just click OK, and now, as you can see, we have our regression channel on the chart. Now I'm gonna, as I scroll back, you can see how the channel looked in the past. And this can be very useful if you trade several different instruments. Not every instrument will react the same with these channels, so you kind of want to use this to be able to scroll back on your charts and kind of see how price reacts to these various levels. Okay, I've gone ahead and switched our chart over to a 1 minute time frame just so I can better illustrate the uses of this indicator. As you can see here, as the market's been trending upward, so has the line. And when you're looking at just one chart like this, it's not necessarily going to tell you a whole lot by itself. So you're going to need multiple charts, and you're going to be able to use this indicator to help you paint together a picture of what the broad market is doing and what the smaller time frames are doing along with that. Another way to utilize this indicator that I find very helpful is to also draw lines at the midpoints. And to do this, I'm going to add the same indicator to the chart again. I just found it on here and I double clicked it. And instead of leaving the width at 1, I'm going to use 50%, so I'm going to put it at 0.5. I'm going to leave all the other settings as is. We'll change this to 100 to match the other one, and then just click OK. Well, actually, before we do that, I want to go into the colors. This is personal preference, obviously, and you can just go down in here. And for the midpoints, I think they work better using dashed lines. And I just like to draw all the midpoints black. So I'm going to do the same thing with the upper band. Change this to a dashed line, and then make it black. And then just click apply. Yeah, I kind of like the way that looks, so I'm going to click OK and accept that. Okay, and from here, as price is trending upwards, you can kind of see how it hits the bands. And the most basic way of using this indicator is to look at when it hits the upper band, that's when it's going to hit a lot of resistance. When it hits the lower band, it's going to hit a lot of support. And you can kind of scroll back and just kind of check how that works on multiple time frames as well. So now I'm going to show you kind of how you might use it with several different charts open at once. Okay, I've gone ahead and opened up 4 different time frames, and along with that I've added the volume indicator to each of these charts. These are probably 2 of what I find useful indicators in day trading, swing trading, really any kind of trading, because they allow you to see where the traders are getting in, where the big money's getting in. And along with that, this regression channel allows you to find points in which resistance is going to happen, when it's been broken, when you might get a nice run. And if you just look at one of these charts by itself, you may not get a lot of information. But when you pair it with the other charts, you can kind of see that just looking at this smaller time frame over here, it's up, might be around its top upper band, and it's also around the upper band in the other charts. Now this doesn't mean that you should jump in and sell, but it does kind of give you caution to maybe getting to the long side. There's a million different ways that you can use resistance and support lines. How you do it is your own personal choice, but I personally find them to be very helpful in my own trading. Now, I know not everyone uses 4-chart positioning like this on their screen, so I went ahead and opened up a single tick chart, and I've put 4 different sets of this regression channel on here. Now each of these, essentially what I'm doing with this is I'm taking multiple time frames and placing them all on one chart. I just did this by setting, I think this one might be 45 bars, this one might be 90, and the others are just greater than that to capture the different time frames within this one chart. Now this kind of looks like a mess, and it works for some people and it might work great for you, but just kind of use that to gauge your trades and use it along with whatever else system you're trading, and it can do wonderful things for you.